what is a good free alternative to Photoshop. So in this quick video, I'm going to show you actually something that I've tested over the number of years. I've tried it a few times, but I've never really got on with it. However, now is the time to actually get something that will give you all the main features of Photoshop for free. So hang about, I'm going to show you what that is. You probably already know from the thumbnail, but let's just look at how expensive Photoshop has become. So you have the packages that are available on the website, which I'm hoping you can see right now on my display. So the photography package starts from $9.98 a month, Lightroom and Photoshop. You're looking at £120 a year. So if that's something you need to look at it. That also is the easy edit organize option. However, the Photoshop is the graphics based process where you can actually make thumbnails, photos, those kind of things, and it's about £20 a month, $19.97 if you want just the Photoshop element. So this used to be a one-time license. You used to buy it and used to keep it. That's what I learned on, and there's some shortcuts that I use on Photoshop. However, GIMP, GIMP, is a great alternative, especially right now. The reason for that is if you're new and you want to learn a tool, start with a free tool. And what you can do is download it on their website. It's a 2.10 version, and it actually looks very nice. If I show you a quick one, I was actually making some stuff right now and getting used to it, and you can see here it's not that bad and it's not that different from Photoshop. If I turn off the layers, you'll see how I built up my thumbnail. So see that, and I cut it out image. There's a few extra things there that I'm playing about with, but if you look at the layout, you'll see it's very similar to Photoshop, and I've actually set it up in that way. So I'm going to make a series of videos, especially for people at the current time and situation. You're probably at home, you don't have anything to do. What you can do is learn GIMP and find out how to use it, and that will actually help you because you can make some fancy thumbnails, you can make some live artwork. So I do a live stream and I have some overlays. If you're doing gaming, you have overlays in your live stream. You can make all of that in this software. I'm going to do multiple videos to show you how to do that to help you along the journey. So stay tuned, and in the next coming episodes and series, you'll see lots of different tips. I've actually made a video about 7 tips in under 6 minutes about GIMP, which basically shows you the main tools that you need to get started, like getting up a blank canvas, adding text to it, rotating the text, cutting out an image, moving it around, rescaling it, all those little things that can be tricky because it involves shortcuts of keys. So I'm explaining that in my next video. But right now I'm giving you like a bit of an introduction to GIMP, and let me actually show you how I set it up on the system to look like Photoshop in this video. And in the next one, you'll see the tips one, and I'll take it by ear. So let me know in the comments if you're on this journey. Are you using Photoshop? Would you like to have a free alternative? What's the limitations? There are some limitations in GIMP, which it's not as nice as Photoshop, but then you're not paying for it. GIMP, and it's a free open sourced raster graphics editor used for image manipulation. This is going to be the first step to get in this program. Basically search in Google for GIMP. I will include a download link in the description, but you can just Google it. So we're going to click on downloads, which takes us to this screen. The current version is 2.10.22. That is handy to remember because if you're looking for tutorials afterwards, you want to make sure it's 2.10 because some of the older ones, the features were different. So here you are given 2 options to download the right one for your operating system. I'm on Windows, so I'm going to give it a download. Let's do a direct download. I also want to introduce you to this second page, which is the linuxuprising.com website. There's a great article here which makes your GIMP have shortcuts similar to Photoshop. I think you should download this because what it allows you to do is use the same shortcuts you would do on Photoshop but inside GIMP. So when I'm talking you through the processes, because I'm also a Photoshop user, I'm going to use those shortcuts rather than learn the GIMP ones. And also it looks a lot nicer as well. So let's let this installation finish and I'll come back to you. Okay, so that's just completed the installation now for GIMP, and we can do finish. GIMP we've installed, and that file there we need to copy, and we need to go to the Windows path which is mentioned in the article, which is basically the file that stores all the shortcuts. So you can see here it's the C users your username app data. So let me just go to that. So okay, so if you haven't opened the program, that folder will not be present, so you will need to open the program once to show that folder. So let's go to GIMP and open it once. So here's the little icon. It's like a little is it a fox or something holding a tooth holding a brush. So you'll see this goes through a quick setup phase, which is basically creating that folder in the app, which is called GIMP, and then 2.10, and you'll see that is the location. So that's my username there. Follow that through, and there's the file there. We're basically going to paste the file we made and replace the one that's already there, which will give us the GIMP shortcuts. So I'm going to close the GIMP and right click and paste and replace the file in the destination. So that's done that. So all we've done there is added that little file, which allows the shortcuts to be similar to Photoshop. So that was basically that element of the process. So now I can close that down. We've done the download, that is fine. And now we can open the program. So next I'm going to show you the program. So I'll see you in the next video in this series, and also I'll speak to you about the setting up of GIMP.